But so many people say that they want to see the light. They want to be enlightened. They want to dissolve into the light of God. Then when they've done that, all over again, the process goes on, and it blows out those mud balls. And here are planets, and here once again, you're a baby, you're a child. The flowers are brilliantly colored. The stars are gorgeous. The smell of the earth, the sound of the rain, everything is marvelous once again. And once again you see the other, the man, the woman that you love. As if it had never happened before.
All right, all right. So, this came from a Godless Sewing stream. Still live, I think. And I figured out where I was supposed to be reading from here. The 100th page of Plato's Republic. Then I might talk about my day a bit. But there is no difficulty in seeing that grace or the absence of grace is an effect of good or bad rhythm. Not at all. And also that good and bad rhythm naturally assimilate to a good and bad style, and that harmony and discord in like manner follow style. For our principle is that rhythm and harmony are regulated by the words, and not the words by them. Just so, he said, they should follow the words. And will not the words and the character of the style depend on the temper of the soul? Yes. And everything else on the style? Yes. Then beauty of style and harmony and grace and good rhythm depend on simplicity. I mean the true simplicity of a rightly and nobly ordered mind and character, not that other simplicity which is only an euphemism for folly. Very true, he replied. And if our youth are to do their work in life, must they not make these graces and harmonies their perpetual aim? They must. And surely the art of the painter and every other creative and constructive art are full of them. Weaving, embroidery, architecture, and every kind of manufacture. Also nature, animal, and vegetable. In all of them there is grace or the absence of grace, and ugliness and discord and inharmonious motion are nearly allied to ill words and ill nature, as grace and harmony are the twin sisters of goodness and virtue, and bear their likeness. What's up? Ruler's random thoughts. Good to see you. Reading some of this Platonic guy. That is quite true, he said. But shall our superintendents go no further, and are the poets only to be required by us to express the image of the good in their works on pain, if they do anything else of expulsion from our state? Or is the same control to be extended to other artists? Or are they also to be prohibited from exhibiting the opposite forms of vice and intemperance and meanness and in decency in sculpture and building and other creative arts. And is he who cannot conform to this rule of ours to be prevented from practicing his art in our state, lest the taste of our citizens be corrupted by him? We would not have our guardians grow up amid images of moral deformity, as in some noxious pasture, and there browse and feed upon many a baneful herb and flower day by day, little by little, until they silently gather a festering mass of corruption in their own soul. Let our artists rather be those who are gifted to discern the very true nature of the beautiful and graceful, then will our youth dwell in the land of health, amid fair sights and sounds, and receive the good in everything, and beauty, the effluence of fair works, shall flow into the eye and ear like a health giving breeze from a purer region, and insensibly draw the soul from earliest years into likeness and sympathy within the beauty of reason. Hope that guy does a wheelie. Continue. There can be no nobler training than that, he replied. And therefore, I said, Glaucon, musical training is a more potent instrument than any other, because rhythm and harmony find their way into the inward places of the soul, on which they mightily fasten, imparting grace and making the soul of him who is rightly educated graceful, or of him who is ill educated ungraceful, and also because he who has received this true education of the inner being will most shrewdly perceive omissions or faults in art and nature, and with true taste, while he praises and rejoices over and receives into his soul the good, and becomes noble and good, he will justly blame and hate the bad, now in the days of his youth, even before he is able to know the reason why, and when reason becomes, he will recognize and salute the friend with whom his education has made him long familiar. Okay, so that was the one I was saying. Salute to my friend. Of course, the powers that be have come to destroy me, or have come to destroy myself. Uh, I had a pretty good day yesterday. Just hanging out with my big cousin. I decided to post this stream here today. A little bit sore. We were out on the lake, and so we had some pretty well, he had some pretty cool ideas going on there. I had to deal with some real shit today. Some more real shit. Like not accomplishing my goals. Not productive. So I get called out by my therapist. do better work tomorrow. Got a lot on my plate. But what I didn't get into was this whole change in what I want to do with myself. When we're talking, like the general focus was like what I'm doing now and not what I'm trying to do. So yeah, you got some focus going on here. Been putting out a lot of job applications. I'm overextended on my credit. I got a court hearing coming up, so it's a great big wonderful world. I'm trying to remain positive. Pretty big. Let's go eat. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, sorry.
It sounds like the water's cooling the damn machine.
Yeah. Damn motherfucker dinner time. That should be a notification. But hanging around. Shut this thing down. Secular opinions on. I'll probably go watch some of that. Pretty entertaining. Got the chorizo and eggs. Got a job interview in the morning. Didn't make it to the dentist office today. So got a hefty bill from the cancellation fee. Yay. I don't even care anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a chainsaw, man. I know. The least entertaining live on YouTube right now. Exactly. That's the point. Entertainment? What is that? No idea. I mean, like, at the end of the day, at least you could be watching me and burning my time on this hot chorizo. These breakfast bowls are pretty good. They're $1.99. Got like no cheese in it. So I'm feeling pretty good about this thing tomorrow. Just gotta see like what kind of hours are available. Williams working part time. Right here close to home. Could be pretty beneficial. Oh, that can be good. I'm just eating some chorizo and eggs. It's a microwavable dinner. Well, technically it's a breakfast bowl, but whatever. Eating breakfast for dinner. Okay. I can do what I want. I'm a grown-ass man. That worked out. Somehow I knew I thought that I was making the right purchase. Yeah. Here's something else. So I get letters. From the office of the district attorney. Pretty people versus, Superior Court case number blah blah blah. Dear Mr. 8-Man, the district attorney has filed a criminal complaint against the defendant named above. You have been identified by a local police agency as the victim of that crime. Under California law, all victims of crime have a right to receive restitution from the defendant if that person is convicted of the charges. You may be entitled to receive compensation from the defendant for your losses as a result of the crime, including costs to repair or replace stolen or damaged property, medical or dental expenses, and lost wages or business profit. It does not matter that you may have already received compensation from your insurance company for these same items. You are still entitled to restitution from the defendant upon his or her conviction. Please complete the enclosed restitution request form describing your losses. Attach copies of any receipts, bills, or estimates that support your claim. Mail a copy of the completed restitution request form with the attachment to the district attorney's office. Address. Yes, okay. Advisement of victims' rights under Marcy's Law. Marcy's Law. A victim of a crime who incurs any economic loss as a result of the commission of that crime is entitled to receive restitution directly from any defendant convicted of that crime. Restitution includes, but is not limited to, compensation for stolen or damaged property, medical expenses, mental health counseling expenses, wages or profits lost due to injury, lost wages or profits due to time spent as a witness or assisting the police or prosecution, actual and reasonable attorney fees incurred as a result of the defendant's conduct, and relocation expenses. If you believe that you are entitled to restitution, please retain all records related to your loss expenses and submit documentation to the District Attorney's Office, Attention Victim Assistance Unit, see below, in the form of copies of bills, receipts, invoices, estimates, etc. Okay, so I was the victim of a crime while performing my work duty. I was like, I don't know, yeah, whatever. It's not the first time. What should be done about this? That's why that cop looked at me like, fuck, man, you're gonna press charges? Yeah, I don't know. It's like everything else in my life. I like to play a song, but then I get a copyright strike again. I've read a bit further in that Plato book. I just trying to figure out where I was trying to read from with that thing. We got some other books now. I don't read nearly enough. Maybe I should go do that. Yeah. Yeah, I should go do that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow. Gonna try to accomplish some short. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. If I don't see you, I'll see you when I see you. I'll probably see you before then, whenever that is. And I think someone once said, "May you live in interesting times." Like it's supposed to be like either a blessing or a curse or something, you know. You just can't really know. Yeah. Yeah. You never know. I have no idea what that sound is. I assume it's somebody's vehicle. You can't hear that. That's great. It's ridiculous. Uh, okay. Well, on that note, I say the same thing at the end of every stream. Yeah. Okay.